Former Prime Minister Honorable Stephenson King and former member of the United Workers' Party did not hold back as he addressed criticisms raised by the opposition during recent protests. In his statement, King labeled the accusations as disingenuous, citing their poor governance history.
All of those issues that are being raised, they should hide their faces, because you take the healthcare system, all of the issues that they're talking about in the healthcare system existed during their time. All of the issues. They couldn't pay Martinique the debt for persons who had gone to Martinique for treatment. They were not able to pay. This government came in and paid it.
King highlighted that the OKEU hospital commissioned under earlier administrations remained closed during the United Workers' Party's term. He described their rushed and unorganized transfer of operations during the pandemic as reckless, claiming they disbanded the transition team.
The OKEU hospital, which was started when I was Prime Minister, continued when Dr. Anthony became Prime Minister, was ready for commissioning at the end of the last administration's term in 2016, remained closed for 4 years under the UWP and the leadership of Alan Chasney. For 4 years it remained closed. And the only thing that chased them out of Victoria Hospital to OKEU was COVID. And even that, they were not organized. They had no plan in place to move from Victoria to OKEU.
Addressing calls for Honorable Ernest Hilaire's resignation, King defended the government and accused the United Workers' Party of designing the CIP to suit their own purposes. He also pointed to financial recklessness under former Prime Minister Alan Chasney, particularly mishandling $7 million in COVID vaccine funds.
The CIP was designed by them in terms of all of the changes that they made to facilitate their own intentions. And now you're complaining, and you want to give support to an individual who has no local stand-by here in this country, whose reputation is as tainted as anything. And you want to jump in line and to attack the government of St. Lucia. Oh no, not at all.
Mr. King criticized former Prime Minister Alan Chasney for what he described as reckless financial practices, highlighting a $7 million US payment authorized to an individual with an unclear role in the company. King noted uncertainty about whether the full amount was paid and cited such actions as key reasons for his departure from the United Workers' Party.
The then Prime Minister, Alan Chasney, instructed for a check to be sent to someone who he claims he didn't know his position in the company, $7 million US of the people's money. I'm not too sure whether that has been paid in full. I do know that a part payment was made, but the Prime Minister is in the best position to indicate what happened. But it just shows the recklessness which existed under that leader at the time. And that's one of the reasons why I had to leave. The disrespect and the recklessness.
Minister Stephenson King's response underscored the opposition's governance failures, highlighting what he described as hypocrisy in their protest. He reaffirmed the government's commitment to addressing healthcare challenges and called for accountability regarding past financial misconduct. Nigella Snack, NBC Prime.